You're not sad. You're not mad. You're not motivated. You're just meh. You don't want to cry, but you also don't want to answer emails, go outside, talk to anybody. You're in a fog of nothingness. And the best word for it is just blah. That's me today. You know what blah stands for? Burnout, lack of direction, avoidance, hormones, and headspace. We're going to go with that. So burnout, even if you're not overwhelmed in the moment, your body could be responding to a buildup of stress, overstimulation, or decision fatigue. How often are you just telling yourself, I don't want to make any decisions today? Blah days often show up after you've been doing too much for too long. Think about it. If you have a blah day once a month, blah day, once a week, once every other week, it's just kind of like, bleh. You're burnt out maybe, and your body just doesn't want to make any decisions. It doesn't want to respond to stress. It just kind of wants to float. Maybe you take a nap. Maybe you take a walk. Maybe you just rest. Maybe you drink coffee all day. Maybe you just sit outside all day. It's just a day to relax because you're burnt out. L is lack of direction. No clear goal. No fire lit under you for the day. Just floating when you're not connected to like a purpose or a routine for the day. Maybe it'll feel like you're stuck in an emotional quicksand. You know what's funny about quicksand is they taught us a lot about it when I was younger. I've never seen quicksand. Why? Well, that was a big thing when I was younger. Like, make sure you watch out for quicksand. I thought I would see more of quicksand. I don't. But anyway, so we're talking about emotional quicksand, just slowly sinking and not being able to get out, right? There's just no lack of direction. That's L. So A is for avoidance. You might be putting off things that feel heavy, conversations, paying bills, like responsibilities, even basic self-care. Maybe you just take a day where you don't shower, don't wash your hair. Well, that's a thing right now, not to wash your hair for a few days. So that, I guess, wouldn't even count. But, the more you avoid, the heavier the fog. But then you just have a day where you're just like, you know what? I'm not doing anything. I'm going to avoid everything. I'm going to shut my phone off. I'm going to put on a show. I'm going to watch a series. And that's okay. H is for hormones or headspace. Let's be real. Sometimes it's your cycle, ladies. Sometimes it's your brain chemicals, men. Sometimes it's both, doing cha-cha on the serotonin levels, right? Dancing around. You're not lazy. You're not broken. You're human. How do we get through a blah day? Name it, say it out loud. Like today, I just said it. I'm like, today is my blah day. Usually it's Saturdays because I think I just get so burnt out from the week doing so much that Saturdays I just go, whew, got to take a nap, got to rest. So I just say it out loud today and usually Saturday, like relax day, reset day, as Cass says, or today's a blah day. That's it. That's it. And I lowered the bar, which actually is funny. I wrote a note on here to lower the bar. Pick one very small or gentle doable task. Don't outdo yourself. Take a shower, text a friend, change your socks, change your clothes, go for a walk, drink a cup of coffee, whatever you do to get through that blog day. Just lower the bar. Just have a mellow day. Now it gets into 2, 3, 4, 5 days. That's another conversation. One blah day a month, one blah day a week. Like usually mine are Saturday mornings. I'm just kind of like, I don't want to do anything. I'm just going to lay here. One day I'm talking about. Move a little. Maybe walk, stretch, open a window. Let your body know you're still alive in there. Okay? So when I was younger, my mama would always say, open up the windows, get them fresh air. I'm telling you that right now. Get some fresh air. Sit out on your porch, sit out on your deck, sit out on your patio, whatever you got to do. Grab a pillow, grab a chair, whatever you have, go sit outside. Get some fresh air. How about a little bit of a snacky snack day? Or a little bit of a bliss bite, a moment of maybe sensory pleasure, your favorite drink, a funny video, your soft blanket wrapped up while you're watching a show, maybe your favorite lotion, just tiny things. One thing, that's all you have to do. Name it, lower the bar, move a little, give yourself a bliss bite of something that you like. Nothing too crazy because it's a blah day. You just want to relax. Blah days don't mean you're failing. They mean you're feeling. You're not failing, you're feeling. Be kind to yourself. Move slow. You don't have to fix anything. Just flow with the day. And eventually the fog will lift. It always does. One day now. One day. Why do blah days happen? And it's not because you're lazy. So blah days sometimes are emotional backlog. Like maybe you've been fine for too long. Maybe you've been pushing through stress. Maybe you're a people pleaser. Maybe you're the one that's always the strong one. Or you're the one that's always avoiding feelings maybe. Then one day it hits you. It's kind of like an emotional buffering mode of just blah. So it's like your brain puts you in low power mode for the day. How about chronic micro stress? Not big traumas, but maybe 10,000 little ones. Work tension, social anxiety, bad sleep, doom scrolling, overstimulation, laundry, unfinished laundry, forgetting to drink water, eating bad for a couple days. It'll pile up. It's like your brain says or your body says, nope, we're going to shut down for maintenance today. And you go, you're right. You're right. 10,000 different little stresses. It doesn't have to be a big one. Again, this is all okay too. You're allowed to have a blah day. Once a week, once a month, once every other week, whatever. You're allowed to have a blah day. Everyone's allowed to have a blah day. Maybe you got too much rest or not enough rest. Mine's usually not enough. Both extremes can lead to a blah day. Too much of doing nothing and then you feel disconnected. Too much of doing everything and you're going to feel drained. So it's like your nervous system gets confused and kind of spins out and then hits the brakes. Like we're done. This was too much of anything or it was not enough of something and I'm just going to kind of reset, right? Hormones, mental health, neurochemistry. Blah days can be tied to your menstrual cycle, ladies, depression or anxiety. That's mine. I mean, I guess that's why we're here, right? Anxiety makes me poop. That's what I always talk about. That's mine. ADHD or burnout. And that second one's also mine. The weather. Hello, Midwest. We've had days and days and days of no sun. And now finally this weekend we do. So everyone's happy, it seems. And then sleep disruption. Also have that. It's just like you have to justify the blah, but you don't, right? You don't have to. So like I'm mentioning all these things, but you could have 10,000 other reasons that you need to have a blah day, a reset day. It's totally fine. Sometimes your brain is just busy being a brain. Let it shut down for a day. Not too long again. Not too long. Okay? One day. Loneliness or disconnection can do that too. Even if you're surrounded by people. I am. But sometimes blah can sneak in when you don't feel seen, heard, or connected. When social interaction feels more like performance than comfort, that could be peak blah. It's like when you go too long without a real connection, sometimes your soul goes offline. You ever feel that? You ever go to a party and you leave and you're like, meh. Yeah. It's like your soul just kind of went offline. Now, the key to all of this is you go try again, though. You go get right back in it after a blah day. If you can't get right back in it, go seek a professional. Too many days is not good. I'm talking about one blah day. So if today or anytime you listen to this, it feels a little bit pointless, number one, you're not alone. If you're feeling a little foggy, you're not alone. If you're feeling a little flat, you're not broken. You're human. And sometimes your system just needs to reset. And that's why we have blah days. Okay, so your blah day can be because of burnout, lack of direction, avoidance, hormones, headspace. Okay, that's what blah stands for today. And it's okay to have a blah day. Go take care of yourself. Because tomorrow's going to be better. Tomorrow you're going to be ready to go again. All right? Take care of you. Take care of each other. Talk to you next time.